how big is your circle? I know, but I probably thought that I was going to say something else. But how big is your circle? All right, like, do you believe that it should be this huge circle of people? Should it be more intimate? With the world and everything, there's network capital going on right now. Everybody's about networking, right? But how do you regulate that circle? What that look like for you?
Well, when you're actually valuable, you don't have to network. People come to you. So how I look at it is I create the most value that I possibly can out of my own skill set. And then whoever deserves to be there, who can contribute to that or who can help pull me to a higher place to where I'm trying to go, or help push me to a higher place that I'm trying to go, or contribute in any way, those are the people that get to be in that circle. And so I think there's a lot of fake, not fake, but let's say when you're less valuable, okay, and you actually don't have real, I think a lot of people put too much emphasis on their network and this is not enough emphasis on creating their own valuable position. Meaning, I see a lot of people online, especially younger people, think that if they network long enough, they're going to network to the point where they discover someone who's going to like put them on, or it's done with the mentality of what can I take?
Yeah.
And I think that all of us should strive to be the epicenter of our networks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like what I try to do is be the leader of my network, not be the web of the network. And I do that by being as valuable as I can. Now I have people in that circle who are also what I would consider to be doing the same level of things. And those are the people that we consult back and forth with. But like, I'm not going to fucking networking groups,
right?
To see what I can get. And so the best way to create a network is by building a great product within yourself, right?
Yeah.
How do you benefit other people? What does your company do? How does your company benefit other people? How does your presence benefit other people? What can you offer? What can you do? And building those things is what actually creates a beneficial network. Not going to every single networking meeting that you possibly can, hoping that someone's going to do the thing, whatever the thing is, that's going to make you go where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that's how it works. It's just not how it works.
Yeah.
So, and the other way to look at networking is if you don't have, let's say I'm looking back to where I was, let's say 15 years ago, right? I didn't have anything. And my network then was people that I could learn from, people that were higher than me, people that I tried to spend time around, people that could teach me things, and people that I could just observe and learn and, build my own skill set. But even then, the mentality still was to build the best me, not take from everybody else, hoping they're going to be some hack that they know to get me where I want to go. An insinuation that I get from most people who are trying to network is that they bring almost nothing to the table. And like, bro, if you don't bring anything to the table, you got to realize that people that have a whole bunch of shit going on, they don't have time to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like Magic Johnson did an interview about this a while back where he's talking about he only had so much time, right? And the bigger he's gotten and the more he's gained in the business world, the bigger the deals have to be for him to even take the meetings. And people see that as disrespect.
Arrogance,
yeah. But it's not. What it is he understands he only has so much time and he has to dedicate those times to the things that are going to pay off at his level that he's trying to be at. Right. And people that aren't at that level, they feel that is like a slight or as a disrespect. And that's what I always try to tell people is like, you haven't done anything yet to earn that respect. You know what I'm saying? So your concentration when it comes to networking should be to surround yourself with people you can learn from, whether that would be, and by the way, you don't have to talk to people and learn from them. You can just be a student of them. Back in my day, I wasn't able to talk to people that I looked up to. I just had to learn everything I could about them and observe and then deduct the skills that I needed from what I was able to observe. And people seem to have lost that. They think they got to have some personal relationship with someone to learn from them. And that's just not the case. You're just not paying attention, right? If you pay attention to what people do and how they run their businesses, and the moves they make, okay, you're going to learn a hell of a lot more than what they're ever going to tell you, because most of these guys won't tell you their moves anyway.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you've almost got to become a student of people's behavior, to get what you're looking for out of networking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That resonates so much, because we've all heard the phrase, right? It's not what you know, it's who you know, right? But I've always thought about that. I'm like, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, because you can meet the fucking president of the fucking US, right? But what do you know? Like, if you don't know anything, it doesn't help, right? You can know whoever you want to go. It is what you know plays into that.
The way the world works is on value exchange.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can't do nothing for the president, he ain't doing nothing for you.
Right.
All right. So if you want to be in the president's circle, you've got to build enough value in yourself to where he sees value in that. Yeah. And now all of a sudden there's an exchange possible.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But like, there is not a situation. There's very rare situations where someone at the beginning level gets some sort of gift from someone who's up at the higher levels.
Yeah.
Right. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to invest in you. They're not going to give you their money. They're not going to you're not going to be best friends. They're not going to DM you every single time. And if you DM them enough, they're going to mute you. No, for real, out of necessity, because you're selfishly taking too much of their time. And people take this as a personal insult. It's not a personal insult. You're unaware of the place that you play in this fucking power structure.
Yeah.
And that's a very real thing. So like, for me, I'm just being real. Like, if you can't help me get further to where I want to go, I'm probably not fucking with you.
Yeah.
At all. Like, you're not coming to my house. We're not fucking having a smoke. We're not chilling. We're not drinking beers. And that's not because I'm better than that. It's because I only have so much time, and that time has to be dedicated with people who can help push me or pull me to the place I need to go. And that's important. It's not selfish, because there's a lot of people that depend on me. Right. So if I misuse that time, I have thousands of people that suffer on the back end. So you see it as selfish when I see it as a necessity. You understand?
Yeah.
So the network that you want to build is going to be one that comes, that is in proportion to what value you provide. And too many people out there have listened to too many of these gurus and think they could DM their way to some sort of fucking place in business. And guys, the internet's powerful. It's a powerful tool. It's not reality. Okay. Business is still done in the real world with real motherfuckers. That's why you don't see people, like Elon Musk or these guys, Bezos, or these guys who are doing really, really massive shit. They're not active on fucking social media because it doesn't serve their time.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, for me, I'm still a little fish. Like, a lot of people see me as a big fish, but I compare myself to those guys. So in my mind, I'm a little bitty fish. I'm a fucking minnow, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that I have to value my time in a way to where it benefits where I'm trying to go to. Does that make sense?
Bro, it makes perfect fucking sense.
Yeah. So you can't get pissed at people when they don't want you in their fucking circle.
Right.
Your goal should be to become good enough to where they invite you in the circle. Right. They say, hey, you know what? And this is how it goes too. You have your little circle, right? At this level, I've got my circle. And there's fucking dudes that are way further than me, right? I'm not in their circle. I'm not trying to be in their circle. I'm trying to get good enough to where they want me in their circle.
Right. Right.
That's how it fucking works.
Yep.
Okay. And how it works is you meet one of these guys, right? Like, I meet one of, like, for example, like if someone were to come into my circle, my company's worth billions of dollars. My circle's pretty up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what I do is and this is not me trying to sound like an egotistical fuck, but I can recognize someone when they're going to be something because I've been doing this for a long time. So like when I see someone who might be like, at 25 or 26 years old, and I can see they're hustling, I can see they're on the path, I might reach out and say some encouraging shit to them, or I might give them my cell phone number, or I might do something that will help them feel encouraged, like they're moving along the right way. Right? That's how people that are upper will pull people up. It's not like I put my arm around someone and say, oh, here's what you need to do, blah, 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 blah. Like, if you're not fucking smart enough to watch me and learn on your own, I'm not even going to try. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So stop valuing this idea of, network, and start realizing that saying that your network is your net worth only matters when you're actually worth some shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, that's fucking awesome.
So, like, if you network with a bunch of fucking losers, what's your network worth?
Loser shit.
Okay. So be valuable.
And then you'll lose your shit.
Listen, develop skills, become valuable. Read books that actually teach you fucking real skills. Go out, execute those real skills in the real life. Start building shit. Okay? Then the value comes later. The whole problem with this whole generation of people is that everybody thinks they're going to do it like the minute they think, like, oh, dude, I'm going to become an entrepreneur. See you in 20 years, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
This is not a game. There's people in here that are like apex predators, bro, that understand every little nuance of every single thing, everything. And that takes 20 something years to get to. So you being 3 years in, deciding, you were a fucking accountant 3 years ago or whatever the fuck you were in construction or whatever, right? And you think that you should be in my circle and you think it's rude that you're not in it, bro, you're delusional.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah.
And people need to quit taking it personally. I wasn't allowed in anybody's motherfucking circle. I was shit on by everybody. That's part of the process. Mm-hmm. Fuck, man. We got entitlement issues. We got instant gratification issues. And the sad thing is that we have more opportunity than we've ever had, ever. And people shit on it because they can't have it in a fucking year or 2 years.
Hey guys, do me a favor. If you enjoyed that clip, if it made you laugh, if it made you think, if it made you have a new perspective, go over to iTunes. Check out the full-length podcast. You're going to like it.